Und wieder sind wir in Paris und wieder ist es Dyson. Und Dyson hat schon wieder irgendeine Innovation. Noch ist alles zu. Wir wissen überhaupt nicht, um was es geht. Wir wissen nur so viel, es ist kein Laubbläser und es ist nicht wieder was für die Haare. Die haben ja so einen Erfolg gefeiert mit ihrem Airwrap. Aber jetzt gibt es irgendwas Neues. Wir schauen uns das mal an.
My name is Jake Dyson. And I'm really excited to be here today to launch a new product and a new technology from Dyson. I've been focused on LED lights in particular. And my drive was to make an LED light last for a lifetime. LED technology is capable of this, but everyone's ignoring this in the lighting industry. Our bodies are designed to function under natural daylight. It's part of our DNA, it's part of our history. And our 3 years of research have identified that the wrong colour and intensity of light at the wrong time of day can have a negative effect on our bodies. The Dyson Lightcycle uses a unique date location algorithm to sync the colour and brightness to match the daylight where you are geographically. And we do this because we have 3 LEDs, 6 LEDs in the product, 3 warm and 3 cool. Now, if you have a look at the desk over here, you'll see a demonstration of how the light changes throughout the day. So when you wake up, when you get through the morning towards midday, the light becomes more blue and brighter and more intense. And then as the sun passes midday and comes down into the afternoon, the light follows down towards an evening sort of sunset orange light. So the trick is to cool the LEDs to prevent deterioration. You see, heat causes light to diminish with an LED. It also damages the phosphor coating on top of the LED chip, and this makes the colour shift. Now, I've used heat pipes in these lighting products to cool the LEDs, and they're extremely effective at cooling the LEDs, so much so that we have a life of up to 60 years with these lighting products. The heat pipe is positioned within the arm of the light, and I'm going to explain to you how it works. So a heat pipe is a copper tube. By the way, these are used in satellites and all computer microprocessors as well. They were used in satellites because up in space, the sun was plus 200 degrees centigrade, and in the shade it was minus 200 degrees centigrade. And they had to run the instruments on satellites at even temperatures, so they used heat pipes to do that. But inside here is a copper tube, and the air is evacuated, so it's a vacuum. And like in outer space, moisture vaporizes at a very low temperature. So what we've done is we've positioned the LEDs on one end of the heat pipe, and there's a drop of water inside, and there's a copper gauze on the inside surface of this heat pipe. Now the heat from those LEDs vaporizes that drop of water instantly, and the vapor shoots to the cool end of the pipe along this arm, which is actually a heat sink or a radiator. And so the heat is released as it moves away and down the arm of the product. And as that vapor gets to the cooler end, it condenses back into water and comes back down the inside wall by capillary, and then does it again. So what you have is a constant passive cooling system releasing the heat as fast as it's produced in the LEDs with just no additional electricity. Now, different light levels and colour temperatures benefit varied tasks and the different things you want to do under a light. And our research has shown it's not only the activity you're performing under the light, but it's actually the age of the person that's doing the task. For example, a 65-year-old needs 4 times more light than a 20-year-old. So in our Lightcycle Dyson Link app, you can put your age in when you set up the light. And the light will adjust the brightness according to the task you're doing. And obviously, as you grow older, it will become brighter and brighter and brighter. And this is absolutely fundamental to protecting eye strain. Reading and doing activity under not enough light is the worst contributing factor to this.
Es ist wahnsinnig laut hier, ihr hört es schon. Alle Blogger und Journalisten und Menschen dieser Welt feiern nun das neue Licht von Jake Dyson, dem Sohn von James Dyson übrigens, der das wirklich sein Projekt nennen darf. Wir standen vorher im Hotel, in unserem wunderschönen Hotel, wieder vor einem Spiegel und hatten kein ordentliches Licht. Also entweder werden diese sämtlichen Hotels dieser Welt immer von Männern designt, die keine Ahnung davon haben, dass man Licht von oben beim Schminken nicht haben darf. Also hier haben wir auf jeden Fall ein Licht, das ein Leben lang hält, 60 Jahre wird nämlich versprochen, und das gekühlt wird, Tageslicht macht, wahnsinnig gesund ist, deswegen ein wirkliches Wellbeing-Licht ist und personalisiert an jede persönliche Lichtsituation angepasst. Übrigens auch ans Alter, weil das Auge nämlich eines alternden Menschen einfach 4-mal weniger sieht oder lichtempfindlicher ist als das eines Jungen. Das heißt, man kann wirklich per iPhone am Anfang das dann einstellen, persönlich einstellen, wie man die Lichtsituation gerne hätte. Das heißt, man gibt sein Alter ein. Also da ist dann mal vorbei mit Lügen, würde ich sagen. Ne? Dann nützt auch Aufspritzen nichts mehr. So geht's an, so geht's aus. Also ganz soft und ganz wunderschön. Ne? Und so, und so geht's übrigens rauf und runter. Also wirklich mit einer Feder beschwert kann man das Ganze bewegen. Ist natürlich ausgeklügelt, Ob sich das Ganze jetzt als Lichtsystem integrieren lässt in Häuser, Gebäude, Hotels und so weiter, das fragen wir in, 5 Minuten hieß es, Theresa? Jake Dyson, jetzt im Interview. Could we improve the situations in hotels with the lighting? Yeah, because today we stood at the Buddha Bar Hotel, it is, and it's a very bad light there, like in all the hotels.
I absolutely agree with you, and I think the other problem is that a lot of hotels are very badly designed.
Yes.
Their interiors are old-fashioned, and they're not thinking about new, modern, contemporary interiors. As for lighting, the same applies.
The same situation.
If you've flown in from New York and you're used to a time zone, you can set this onto New York time or the next country that's the hour difference. Maybe it'll assist your integration into a new time zone, and it'll certainly, the more you have of these lights in a room, the more well-being effect it'll have on you, because when you're at a desk, it's effective within the zone of light. But if I have one on either side of my sofa and I have one over my armchair and I have one on a desk in an open plan room, a bit like a hotel, then you can multiply the effect that the light will have because there's more of them, creating more of a light source. And it's also personalization. So if I like my lights in a certain way and I walk into the room, they will all adjust.
Yes.
So it will enable someone to walk into a hotel room and the lighting will adjust the way they like their lighting.
This would be so perfect.
Without having to run around the room trying to find the light switches.
Yes.
Because
you know the situation.
I've had to take light bulbs out of the lights. Well, where are the lights? And I find
it takes days. Yeah.
And the other thing is that it's not just the lights themselves. LED instruments disrupt you. So Wi-Fi routers, VC players, standby lights on TVs. You know, when you go into a hotel and you turn the light off, there's a red dot there, there's a green dot there, there's a blue dot there. All of these contaminate the light when you're sleeping. So I think when I did this presentation, I talked about orange light, and all standby lights should be orange. You know, where you have to telephones or instrument lights, because it's the least disruptive. So if I get up and use the washroom in the middle of the night, that is the colour of light that's not going to disrupt me when I go back to bed. But if I have blue lights or green little lights everywhere, that's going to affect me. In the same way as when you look at a mobile phone in the middle of the night and you can't go back to sleep, it's exactly the same thing. So there are a lot of parallel researchers. And I couldn't say it in that presentation, but since the integration of LED street lamps, a lot of people have been complaining about the lack of sleep.
Okay.
So people are waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning and then getting into the shower and getting dressed, thinking that it's daytime. Because yesterday someone changed their street lamp to LED and it's all white. So the light coming through the curtains or the blinds is white. Whereas it used to be orange. And if it was orange, they would think, oh, it's still the middle of the night and I go back to sleep. So there are indications of how light can affect you. Yeah. But we are talking to hotels, and I think hotels is a wonderful opportunity for this technology. So I think it's really
But you could do systems of this? Or is it just like, it has to be like this? It has to have this look?
At the moment, it's in the embodiment of this product, but there's absolutely no reason, if we thought that there was an expansion of the category, to embed that technology into other lighting fixtures.
Thank you.